Welcome to another session of Ebenezer GATE coaching classes. There is a problem that appeared in GATE 2006. It is a multiple choice question for 1 mark. Consider a unity gain feedback control system whose open loop transfer function is g of s is as plus 1 by s squared. With the value p set for a phase margin of pi by 4, the value of unit impulse response of the open loop system at t equal to 1 second is equal to. Now, what is phase margin? Phase margin is actually (180) plus angle of G of j omega at gain crossover, or at omega when the magnitude of G of j omega is 1. So here G of s is as plus 1 by s squared. So the angle of G of j omega is angle of AJ, I replace S by j omega by j omega the whole square. Angle of AJ omega plus 1 is tan inverse of A omega. Angle of j omega is 90. Angle of j omega the whole square is 180. So this is tan inverse of A omega minus 180. So phase margin is actually 180 plus tan inverse of A omega minus 180. So this is actually tan inverse of A omega. That is given as tan inverse of A omega is equal to pi by 4, or implies A omega is tan pi by 4, that is tan pi by 4 equal to 1. So A omega gain crossover is 1. And what is the G of s? G of s is as plus 1 by s square. So G of j omega is A j omega plus 1 by j omega the whole square. So magnitude of G of j omega is root of 1 plus A squared omega squared by omega square. And we have to find out what is A. So A omega gain crossover is, and this is going to be 1 at gain crossover is 1. So omega gain crossover is 1 by A. So I replace omega by 1 by A. So I get root of 1 plus A omega is 1. So A square omega squared is 1 by A squared is 1. So this is, if I simplify it, I get root 2 A squared. Root 2 A squared goes up equal to 1, implies A is equal to 1 by A squared is 1 by root 2. So A squared is 0.707, or A is root of 0.707. So it is 0.84. So we are asked to find out what is the unit impulse response of the open loop system at t equal to 1. So G of S is AS plus 1 by S square. So this is actually A by S plus 1 by S square. So unit impulse is del of t. So the output when input is del of t is the Laplace transform of del of t is 1. So it is y of s is g of s into 1. So it is a by s by 1 plus 1 by s square. Inverse Laplace transform is y of t is a u of t 1 by s squared is plus t u of t. A is equal to 0.84 at t equal to 1. It's going to be y of t is equal to 0.84. For t greater than 0, it is 1. So 0.84 into 1 plus t is 1 and q of t is also 1. So this is 1.84. So the value of y of t at t equal to 1 is 1.84. So the option is C. Thank you. God bless you.